So we've got some Jeskai walkers here visiting a standard brew to start the day. One of the things I've said over and over again in this standard format is that one of the things that is competitive is bouncing your opponent's stuff over and over and over again, and this deck is very capable of doing that. So I feel like between Teferi and Brazen Borrower and some Conquerors at the top end, some reasonable sweepers, some Sarkhans to close the game out, this deck has potential to be very reasonable. I feel like it has a lot of the tools on the surface. I look at and go, okay, these tools allow me to be competitive in this format. So let's go ahead and pop into some match with this one and see how it goes. Yes, you will need to be subscribed to join the tournament. So MTG Melee is awesome and it has full Twitch integration. So you'll need to link your Twitch account to your Melee account, and it will check that you are currently subscribed to the channel to allow you to join the tournament. I think this is a mulligan, right? Just like, I can't cast this and I have 5 lands, so I need lands and spells. So, the requirement for the tournament isn't that you stream on Twitch. In fact, streaming on Twitch while having my requirements done will probably be difficult for most computers. You need to be capable of streaming the tournament to Discord. So Discord has a go live feature that we're going to utilize for me to do coverage of the event. Yeah, if you click the event link, it'll show you the people that are currently in the event, I believe. I guess I should check when I'm not logged in. What does it look like when I'm not logged in? Does it show generic people the list of players? It does, yeah. So even if you're not logged in, oh, it embeds my Twitch channel. God, their website is so good. It literally embeds my Twitch channel on the event page. That's so I like good technology, chat. Big fan of good technology. Yeah, hopefully Clarion can pick up this game and carry it on its back for us. I think the second one sounds great too. My intention is to have both players' hands up on coverage. So how it's going to work is you need to be able to stream your matches via Discord to play in the tournament. And I'm going to have 2 Discord instances up that will allow me to finagle splicing their hands together, similar to how like the Mythic Championship displays coverage. Hey, thanks for the 24 months and for the very generous tier 2 resub, JMK. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play this tapped and just pass holding up Mystic Dispute here. So we go to 6. Hey, Whipping Rhinos. Thank you for the very generous tip. Ooh. Sure, that's to get something in the queue. Oh, that's for Once Upon a Time Sneak Attack. Yeah, some big red and Legacy. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's a real shame we didn't draw any Interplanar Beacons this game. A couple of points of life from those would be really good. No, I'm going to be commentating. So the purpose of the event is to let Hoaglandia play, and I'll be doing coverage of the matches people play. Yes, the tournament is happening on April 12th. for mulligans. Maybe some of the timing stuff like that's going to be difficult without an official coverage client. The first good chance the first one especially ends up being a little rough. It's gonna be a learning experience on most parts for sure. We gotta fade like 2 draw steps here.
Listen to them roar.
Would love to find another Clarion so we can lifelink here. Sick. Alright, and then let's do this so that way they can't interact with my things. Alright, so this game's over. Kill your thing, hit you for 8, gain 8. Arena, you know what, Pelly? I would settle for a flipping spectator mode. Like even if you said like, okay, tournament feature is low demand, like they're not going to prioritize that. We don't even have the ability to spectate matches people are playing in the client. Like, I feel super awkward having to require people to like stream on Discord to be able to play, but it's a reality that I have to have in order to like have the event have meaningful coverage. Actually, probably rather have Borrower than Dispute here. We're gonna bring in the Gust, the Decree, the couple of Heliod's interventions. Rest of this seems fine. Well, I mean, you know, one of the things that's important to understand is Magic tournaments don't create winners, right? They create one winner and they create 255 losers in this case. So, like, most people are going to O2 drop. Yeah, I've been following that, Pelly. I'm looking forward to poking back in there when they get their next set release. Elka, thanks for the 3rd of year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm interested to poke at it with Rhinos. I think you're right. The fact that Once Upon a Time could find Simeon Spirit Guide is really sweet. Easy mulligan here. No white sources, no Clarion. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. We're gonna bottom Narset. We'll fetch a Plains. This is a 2-mana play and a 3-mana play, which is great. If you can't stream, can you select? If your computer is not capable of streaming to Discord, I would ask that you do not sign up for the tournament. And if you sign up for the tournament and your computer can't do it, you will be barred from joining future opens if you correct that setup. Just until there's a spectator mode, my goal of running this is producing content. So unfortunately, it does add a restriction to who can play. Your computer needs to be capable of streaming to Discord. So not a Twitch stream. You don't need to be able to set up OBS. So what we intend to do, Enya, for that is we're going to lock all of the channels in the Discord server, and people will join a general channel, and Christy's going to manually assign people to proper Discord channels. So that way there's less room for people to make mistakes or other people to join channels they're not supposed to be in, stuff like that. So, JMP, there's a chance if I let them untap with the Steamkin that they could play Rimrock and then they could play 2 other 1-mana spells and make it a 3/3 before I can do anything. I'm gonna do this. They'll red cap this in response. Really? Okay. Well, now that they didn't red cap in response, I'm gonna attack and then pick this up. Yeah, they just conceded because they know they messed up. Is it easier to make a second Discord? No, why would it be easier to make a second Discord? We literally don't use the voice channels in the current Discord server. Why would we make a second Discord for voice channels when we don't use the voice channels in the existing server? Can you please explain? Maybe I'm supposed to play this. I'm probably going to play Teferi on 3. That's a good idea. I think we're going to Teferi here to start. It's for the 3 months Wild Growth Watcher.
I have a plan.
A smooth 720 would be ideal. If you can't do smooth 1088, that's fine. But a smooth 720 would be ideal. Frame rate's not a big deal. It's just a card game. I think bouncing this before they get to attack my Planeswalkers down is fine. We'll get to Conqueror's Death to get rid of it next turn, so they don't get to get anything back. I guess Elspeth creates a lot of jump blockers. It's probably fine here. There's a certain savor the flavor with having her with Conqueror's Death as well. Well, poop. Feels magic, man.
Daddy!
Yes, Declan.
You know it's the postman guy getting promoted?
What?
What?
Prepare yourself, Heliod. I have killed one god already. I am proud of my comrades.
Alright, so we're super dead. I don't know how our deck ever beats this. We have one Disdainful Stroke on the sideboard here. This matchup seems pretty unwinnable. We basically have to be an aggro deck, and our deck's not really capable of doing that consistently. I guess Legion Warboss helps a little bit. We've been live for about, we've been playing this deck for about 15 minutes. How was Slay the Spire? Declan really liked it. In fact, him coming in just now was him asking what the game was called. I think I'm probably going to buy it on the Switch to play with him. It's alright. I don't know, for me personally, I don't think it's a game that I really enjoyed playing all that much. It's something that'll be good to teach Declan numbers and stuff with, though. I think he'll have fun with it. He had fun just, like, throwing cards out there. And at some point, it'll probably help teach him how to count. He likes playing card games because I play card games. I think a lot of people in this chat can benefit from learning numbers and counting as well. You're not wrong, JMP. I'm gonna play an untapped land here so that way I can dispute for 1 plus play Brazen Borrower. Getting this down ASAP seems important. Oh yeah, not all servers might have access to being able to stream by default, Marty. Feels like things are running away from us pretty quickly here. I'm just gonna dispute this because dispute's basically drawing dead at this point. I feel like this is one of our better starts, and our opponent's still just kind of running away with it. That is an excellent draw. It's probably our best card in the matchup.
This might be a bad idea.
So this works out well. We get to stroke this Cav, and then next turn we play Sarkhan plus Sarkhan, smack them for 11, and then we can Conqueror's Death the Cav that they play next turn. And then we're just going to decline activating the Narset here. So that way they can't attack her down. Hey, Lou Mason, thanks for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. You know, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and bounce the Leaf Kindred here, just so they're restricted on mana next turn. If they want to kill Teferi, I still have lethal. I think I just want to tie up their resources here. And like I said during sideboarding, like, this is a matchup where we need to be the beatdown, so being aggressive is definitely, we win games that don't go long, basically. Opponent's top end is much better than our top end, so as games go longer, our opponent is more favored than we are to win. Snipe, thanks for the 23 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. One thing to experiment with as well with the event is, I know 11 rounds is a lot, so I'm actually interested to see if we get 256 people interested in playing for that time commitment. If we don't fill 256 and it runs well and we do it again, I'll probably cap at 128 the next time, so that way we can have fewer rounds. So we'll see. I feel like I currently have 2,400 subscribers, unique subscribers, so I feel like there's probably 256 in there that want to spend all day Sunday playing, but we'll see. Oh, I'm definitely going to test my setup before the. Look, this isn't. What do you think this is? A WotC production? Of course, I'm gonna test everything and get everything set up the day of. No, I'm not gonna prep all the technology and do it live. Come on now. What do you think this is? Who do you think I am? Give me a little goddamn credit. Small indie country, Hoaglandia. Yeah, something like that. I think I'm in for both of these. Have you found a freezing cold and windy beach from which to do coverage? Did I just put this into play tapped? I think I just put this into play tapped and then plan to play a Planeswalker. Actually, I'm going to put it into play untapped, so that way I can Mystic Dispute a non-blue spell or sack this to Scribe. Yeah, you just have to add your Twitch username. On your profile page, there's a thing that asks you to enter your Twitch name. Currently dealing with day one online coursework for first and second grader. Yeah, our school sent something out about that too. We gotta sort through it. See what is involved for a kindergartner. Yeah, I guess I do want to Tef the Omen, you're right. Good old, look at that auto tapper. Look at it, chat. Look at the auto tapper and weep. Cry, my children, cry. ZJ, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Sorry I'm late. There was nothing.
Gray ECL, thanks for 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Did they just miss on a land? Wow, that's unlucky. Oh, yeah, Marty, you're using Discord in the web browser. Okay. Like some kind of savage. The app is ugly. It's literally the website. It's literally the website in its own window. It is. Yeah, the website is literally just Chromium. It's literally an open source web browser.
I will steady your mind, Rowan.
And I will inspire your heart.
That is a phenomenal draw. Your Discord name is provided. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I should have discarded this. I'm very silly. Could have, I don't have anything in my bin right now. I could have discarded this to this and got it back for free with this. God, that'd have been so much better. Hey, Cordemi, thank you for the generous tier 2. Can we bump Golos Field Gates? We definitely can. Thanks for the support. Super bunted. I just have so much life because of Uro.
I will learn what nobody yet knows.
No, I am not making this up as I go. You will feel the lick of my flames.
I think I just make a token here.
Come to me.
The clock's the same either way, right? It'd be 8, 12, 12 versus 16, 16. It's 8, 12, 12, which is 32 versus 16, 16. So it's like exactly the same. This is worse against Brazen Borrower if they're playing that card. No quasi-duplicate here is good for us. We'll get to Conqueror's Death this. Depending on what I draw here, I'm probably plussing the Royal Scions to deal extra damage, I think. I was looking for like a counterspell or an Aether Gust. That's appealing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess it's about the same damage either way. I'm gonna loot with this to start.
Let me synthesize the facts.
It's not bad in case they can kill this. Let's get rid of this.
I've got it. Might demands power.
I guess the difference here is when they escape Uro next turn, they go to 19, which means I need to have one extra thing in play.
Keep an open mind.
I think I'd rather have extra Teferi than Mystic Dispute, right? They have infinite mana. Yeah, Conqueror's Death is very, very good. Yeah, giving blue-white a way to permanently answer things that wasn't just Banishing Light was real good. We can fade Agent of Treachery here. We can dodge ball. Oh, they can't draw an extra card. That's so good. God bless you, Narset. Oh, God. They get to ult the twins. Oh, wait. That doesn't do anything because of Narset. Okay, sick. Sick. They don't even get to deal damage. Yeah, I bet they were expecting to get to deal 3 damage, but that's not how it works. The way this is worded, it says if you drew cards, deal damage, or when it says when you do. Draw 4 cards when you do. So if you don't draw the cards, you don't get the rest of the text box. Hey, Just a Purr. Thanks for the sub gift, I appreciate that. Do I Sarkhan make a second dragon? I kind of want to Sarkhan make a second dragon. You want me to bounce Conquer's Death? I kind of like leaving the Conquer's Death, especially if I'm going to play the second Sarkhan. Because if I play the second Sarkhan and I leave Conquer's Death, if they kill this Sarkhan or take it, I get another Sarkhan back. I'm pretty sure that's the line.
We begin.
Quasi-duplicate. Okay. But like if they had quasi-duplicate, they would have played it last turn, right? So they have to draw quasi-duplicate? They don't draw a lot of cards. They don't draw any extra. Okay, I guess they have Risen Reef? No, I don't want an Narset minus, so I don't want her to be attackable. So there's a second agent. So again, taking the agent didn't do anything. I think we're good here. I guess they get to go up to 6 here, but I also have a way to kill this dragon, right? They're trying to figure out how to attack here. Because they only get agent to attack with.
I will consume you.
So exactly like we drew it up, they get to kill this. And then if they can't take Conqueror's Death off the table, they're still just dead, because I'm attacking them with 3/4/4s next turn. Does that keep them alive? It might. Let's go dig in. A little bit of interaction. Aether Gust. Are either of those lethal? I think either of those are lethal. Aether Gust definitely is, though. So this comes back. We get Sarkhan. Loyalty.
Call me mad. They are coming.
Gust your flying blocker. Crack you for 8. No, 12 plus a block. Wow, I can't believe we beat double agent triggering. It's pretty sick. All right, we beat Mono Red, and then we beat a really big go over the top deck. Nice. Sarkhan looking really impressive there, right? Like we said after getting trounced in the first game that like we needed to be the beatdown, and then Sarkhan showed up and appropriately let us be the beatdown both times. Having a deck that gets to play sweepers but can also assume an aggressive role feels good. We'll fetch a mountain on one with this. We definitely can, just a purr. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. Yeah, Sarkhan coming in clutch for sure. I'm just gonna let this resolve. If they want to take my Omen to the seat, that's fine.
Right on schedule. Time, don't worry. I got it.
Hey, thanks for being here, Snowstorm. By the way, this is an invitation to Snowstorm and kind of anyone in general. If you are someone who streams Magic and you are live, or you could schedule to be live when my stream is going to be ending on a day, I love to host smaller streamers when I'm signing off for the day. So like if you are someone who produces content, especially if you are streaming the same format I am, so lately we're ending on Historic. So if you are ever interested in scheduling me to dump viewers into you when I am done on a day, feel free to direct message me. It's a generic message to subs and non-subs alike. I'm going bottoms up here. We're kind of just like looking for a Sarkhan, right? Discord support for any issues you're having getting into the Discord server. I know all the Discord integration is handled automatically. The one thing I would note that a lot of people mess up when trying to join the Discord server is that you need to join. You can only join the Discord server from a desktop instance of Discord. You cannot join the server from mobile. That's the thing most people mess up. DMS, thank you for the 26 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Here we go.
I must not give in. If you are going to fight, fight beside me. Strange and magnificent world.
You've been there before and now you can't get back in. Do you not see it in your connections tab? Would be the question. When you open your connections tab, is it not listed there? The auto tapper does not consider 1 blue from this, is basically the TLDR. Did they cast this from their hand? They did, right? So we should let this resolve. That was off of these two. Clarion's nice.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Courage will bloom in all who seek justice.
Let's do this to start and see how it goes. Thanks for the 22 months, Oratog. Hey, appreciate that. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, Clarion's gonna be good at cleaning up Nissa here. Nissa lands, and then Conqueror's Death cleans up the actual Nissa. They are gonna be escaping Uro next turn, but Teferi Bounce deals with that.
You try my patience. Behold nature's true power.
So I plus my Teferi, so I get to end step Clarion here. Maybe I should have shocked in the land so I could dispute like a giant Crisis here. So they have 5 mana left over. So I guess I'm just doing this, huh? Oh, they didn't get a chance to float mana in response, so they couldn't escape Uro. I think that's an arena bug, right? That feels like an arena bug to me. Because it definitely did not give them a chance to respond to my Clarion there. And they should have been able to respond and float mana so they could play this afterwards. Not holding up dispute here is costing us. Yeah, I should have held up dispute because they only have 6 mana anyways. Yeah, definitely should have held up dispute. This is a pretty big mistake. Swish! Nothing but net, chat. Low variance, high skill game. You know. You know. You love to see it. You love to see it. Easy game, easy life. Casualties does not kill Heliod. Heliod is indestructible. Destroy effects do not kill him. I'm actually getting a Narset out of the bin this turn, so I'm going to double bottom these. I'm bringing back Narset with Conqueror's Death.
My prowess is unmatched
I'm leaving this on 1 intentionally, chat.
before action.
So if you didn't add your deck list to MTG Goldfish or whatever site you submitted it on using an account, you cannot edit it. However, if you want to make updates to your deck, and I encourage that, you should email me a new deck list from a link that you've made using an account. And then you're welcome to be able to edit it at that link using the account that you've made between now and when it gets played.
If you haven't heard of me, then get ready to meet my flames.
Avengers, assemble!
The best way to destroy things.
Utterly is the best way to destroy things. To know is to triumph.
I have just the trick for this.
All right, should have done that first, right? Probably. You mean lots of people's complete and utter disregard for other human beings' lives and well-being by neglecting to social distance, even though they very easily could, is making you lose faith in other humans? Strange. Don't be scum, chat. Stay inside if you can.
Hope it's not too hot for ya.
Well, I should have left up double blue. We even talked about checking the auto tapper. It's fine. No! You didn't let the Avengers assemble, opponent! You didn't let the Avengers assemble! That's just rude. They just wanted to have a good time. So what are we doing? Shatter seems not great. Clarion seems good for cleaning up Nissa lands. I actually think Chandra is probably a little medium here. A lot of their things are big. Maybe I don't need 4 disputes. 3 is probably fine. Yeah, 3 is probably fine. When our deck list submission due? An hour before the tournament. I believe I have that set up properly on there, but yeah, you'll have until an hour before the event starts to submit a deck, I believe. Yeah, the fact that Chandra doesn't clean up Nissa lands is a big deal. Green. They know what colors I am, so I'm just gonna save myself time. I can't tell if you're a troll or not, Maven. I assume you are. I wanted to get timed out before I got my sword. Thank you for the very generous tier 3 for the 12 months of that. I can still deliver a timeout one more time for old time's sake if you'd like. We live to please here. I think I'm going bottoms up here. I already have a dispute and I really want a second blue. I got you, Maven, I got you. Perfect. Yes, R large. Assuming that this goes well, assuming that from a technical, logistical standpoint, the event runs well on the 12th, and that from a content perspective, it's fairly popular, this will be a monthly occurrence, I think, moving forward. So again, if you can't commit to the full 11 rounds on that day, don't join and take a slot from someone who can. there will likely be more opportunities to play these in the future. Yeah, I'm just gonna dispute this and use my mana. The problem with letting the trigger resolves is it gives them a chance to draw Uro, which isn't stellar. That's a standard legal Magic the Gathering card. Stream to the Discord server. Yeah. So Discord has a stream feature that you can stream directly within Discord. In fact, I would prefer you stream just to Discord and not Twitch stream yourself, because that way there won't be people's overlays and crap that I have to deal with on my coverage. I want just your arena window, which Discord allows you to do very easily. If you have the Discord app installed and you haven't done it before, it's 3 clicks. Join a voice channel, click go live, click your arena window. And it just goes.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
720. Okay. So I could pay to upgrade the server itself. And if this goes well, that might be something I do. I think it's like $40 a month to enable 1080p streaming on the Discord server. Well, we'll do 720 for the first one and see how it goes. Yeah, I'm working out the details of the prizes. There's definitely gonna be some deck queue submissions on there. Probably gonna talk to some of my sponsors about getting stuff together for it as well. One of my older sponsors, Hurly Burly Altars, reached out to me and said she'd be interested in putting up some altar commissions as potential prizes, which would be sweet. I think we're dead here. Yes, this will be the first Hoglandia open. I think we're dead. I'm going to concede to the Hydroid Crisis they're about to cast. It's always their last card, chat. Never not. Alright, so if they're like thought distortioning me, do I want Legion War Boss? I think I do. I'm gonna cut these Deafening Clarions and just run them down. I literally couldn't have bounced Nissa. Punchworthy. The Brazen Borrower was in exile. Was on an adventure. If it was not on an adventure, I agree with you. That would have been the ideal play. Yeah, the level 2 perk Confusion is Bliss takes, we would need 8 other people who have Discord Nitro. So I have Discord Nitro, which bumped it up, but the way Discord works or something, you need, they do like points or something, you need 15 point boosts. So there would need to be 7 other people in Hoaglandia that use boosts on the server, or you could pay for it. And I think it's like $40 a month to pay for it to get to that point. So as a Discord partner, you get free Nitro, but that only for one of that gives you enough to put your server to level 1. Which I understand why they do that, right? Like, it's not a trivial amount of resources to add those features to servers. I'm gonna post to the Discord server and ask if anybody has unused Nitro Boost. Do we hold up Stroke here? What do they do for 4 that we care about? And like I have Brazen Borrower? I think we just jam Teferi, especially with the Sarkhan in the next guaranteed land.
This isn't a fight. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
What's Nitro Boost? So if you're a Discord partner or you pay to support Discord, you get Discord Nitro, and that provides you with 2 points of server boost that you can apply to a server, and if enough people apply that to a server, the server gets extra features. All right, now we're gonna hold up Stroke on 5 though. Thanks, Confusion. I think I can give a special Discord role for doing that too. Yeah, Legion War Boss with the strong back this game for sure. It will not be a short tournament. We'll see. If we, like I mentioned this earlier, if we don't fill 256 people interested in playing 11 matches, potentially, I will probably reduce the player cap, which will reduce the round count for future events, but I wanted to start at 256. For reference, I have 2,400 unique subscribers right now, so 256 would be about 10% of people who are subs saying yes, they're interested in that. And you won't have the option to not drop. No, 11 includes the cut. So 11, it's not, and then a cut past that. It'll be 11 rounds will get us to a winner. It's going to be a double elimination tournament. So you will not have the option to keep playing once you hit 2 losses. Sorry, it was getting a little warm and I needed to take my sweater off. Remember, if you want to see the webcam stay on while I take my sweater off, you'll need to subscribe to my OnlyFans or be a tier 3 subscriber. I think 11 hours is probably realistic. The earlier rounds will probably run a little bit longer, but because we're doing double elimination, the later rounds should be shorter because as players are eliminated from the tournament, the round turnover should increase by a good deal. I think I'm keeping Chandra against this land start. Frilled mistake. Yikes. Well, so, and this is a yay Magic Arena thing. Unfortunately, because we want to play Historic for this event, we actually can't have Magic Arena handle the round timers because Magic Arena's tournament mode via direct challenge forces you to select standard as the format. So I'm going to have to talk and figure out the logistics of how matches going to time are going to be handled. We might have to do some kind of awkward sudden death rule. So the direct challenging on Arena, if you're not using the tournament mode, doesn't have round clocks. Where, like, when I do figure out prizes too, they're also not going to be tens of thousands of dollars worth of prizes. So, like, I'm not really expecting people to be scummy or try hard that badly that like there's gonna be bad blood. I expect people who are behind to likely be ones conceding and stuff like that, like, you know. This isn't 100K exactly. So hopefully it won't be like if we have some kind of sudden death type thing, it's not like it'll be deciding things like invitationals worth of prizes. Is this the old main deck Aether Gust? Quench. We're super dead. I'm gonna figure out approximate rules and guidelines for if there are issues, just so we have those decided in advance. And Christy wants to help out, so she'll probably be the arbiter of tiebreakers and disputes if there are any. Is season 1 of Paw Patrol in the prize pool? Asking the real questions. Ooh, you know what we could that's a good idea, Rhino. We could have a rotating emote on the channel that's the face of whoever won the tournament the month before. That could be a sweet prize. I think we're gonna tack that on to first place. I think that's a good idea. See, we can figure out things like that for prizes that sound awesome. What am I cutting here? Filthy Rebel Scum, thanks for the 15 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. You just made the tournament very competitive. Yeah, we could do Discord titles for people who have won the events as well. Yeah, we'll have full deck data posted for the tournaments, of course. What kind of question is that? I don't know what I'm cutting. Let's trim around the edges. Don't do a Discord roll or have to try and collect that one. Well, your Discord can only have one color, Larynx. So, like, having multiple rolls isn't super beneficial. Will there be a raid stream again? I don't know if I'm gonna do more on stream. I play enough off stream. If you're in the raid Discord channel, you see how much I chat there. It's not about the colors, it's about catching up. No, it's right. It's the weekend before the Ikora release. Yeah, raid. A lot of what you're doing in raid is like grinding things. Like, raid would be like, you know, if you ever watched, I've seen people that post YouTube videos that are like kind of podcasty, where they're like talking about a topic, but they're playing a video game in the background while they talk. Like, raid's a good background game. It's like a half idle game. So Trump is extending the ban until the end of April. Any thoughts? Well, I mean, it means at a minimum, he's hopefully starting to listen to the people that are advising him. Hopefully he can spurn private industries, ideally using the DPA, to get them to start producing much needed medical supplies before it's too late. Get the kids to do coverage, not the first day. Man, this feels really rancid. I guess I'm just passing. Who's at my door? Oh, it's my wife. I was expecting someone much shorter, chat.
We're decorating eggs.
Oh, that's fun. You decorating eggs, Jacob?
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Go do your eggs.
I like your egg dance, dude. They really are, Marty. I'm excited to get Mystic Disputed.
I'm known for my excellent timing. That's more like it.
You stayed home for 3 days because you had this weekend off and you're losing your mind. This whole quarantine thing has really made me realize how much of an introvert I am compared to most people. Because, like, aside from my children always being around and not getting takeout, my life is mostly the same. There's, like, added stress and like, you know, anxiety, but, like, the things I do in my day-to-day, like, I wasn't really leaving the house anyways. I've been trading for this moment for years. Yeah, basically. Yeah, actually, Christy and I were talking today. I need to make a point tonight to, like, take both my cars out of the garage and go drive them around the neighborhood. They've been sitting for 2 weeks. Just, like, go drive circles around the block for 10, 15 minutes. Is that enough, by the way? I know I'm asking Twitch chat for expert advice, but it's like, driving the car for, like, 10 minutes, that's sufficient, right? That should be fine to, like, make sure they don't die. That's plenty. Yeah. Check the oil. Yeah, you shouldn't just leave your car sit for a super extended period of time. No, don't go to a gas station and get chips. That's exactly what you shouldn't be doing. Don't go out and casually go to stores for no reason. Stop it. Bad. That's literally the exact opposite of what you need to be doing. By drive my car around, I mean drive it around my neighborhood in circles. Maybe let Declan catch some Pokemon. Yeah, maybe Declan and I will get in the car and go catch Pokemon for 15 minutes and then change cars and do it in the other car. That's a good suggestion. But don't get out of your car and don't go into a gas station for no reason when you don't need to get food. In fact, don't go into the gas station in general to get food. Go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of food at once. I think I'm happy with how he boarded. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna trim one of these for another one of these. Sarkhan was real good there. So drive the car into the gas station. Oh no, Twitch chat. Your work gave me a letter saying that you're an essential employee because my county might start enforcing the stay-at-home order. Good. I saw an article that said de Blasio is looking to start fining people who are breaking social distancing rules in New York, which would be good. There needs to start being repercussions, or a lot of people won't take this seriously. And people not taking it seriously is going to get a lot more people killed. Okay, they don't have a fourth land. It's a good step one for us. Your car will be fine. The cars are new-ish. One of them, we actually just got the title to one of our cars in the mail, which was exciting. We own one of our vehicles, chat. I'm just playing this as a 4-3. What do I drive? We have a 2015 Nissan Rogue. That's the one we just got the title for. And then we also have a 2019 Pathfinder. Nissan frequently would do sales with 0% financing. It's like free money. This stream's in no way sponsored or endorsed by Nissan, but Nissan, if you're out there, it certainly could be. Let's talk. Right, I think we just, like, play another one of these, right? So you don't use a third-party site to submit a deck list for the Open. MTG Melee is really awesome software, and everything is handled with full integration. All of your deck list submissions and everything else are handled right on the MTG Melee website. Captain Invictius, thanks for 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I did not look at any of the deck lists from this weekend's event. An hour before the event starts. For people that can't make that day, or you're not sure you can make that time work on that day, if this first event is successful logistically and from a content perspective, these will be something we do with some consistency here. Bonecrusher is going the distance. He's going full speed. He's all alone in this time of need. He's racing and pacing and plotting the calls. Do 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 do. Fight beside me! Sandals, thanks for 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. The Bonecrusher was, in fact, ready. Let's get ready to crush her! Holy gosh, chat, this deck's so good it's pulled us up out of the percentages. We've pulled ourselves up out of the percentages. That's so good. That's so good. So good. Do 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 do. I'm yanking hard on those bootstraps. Uh-oh. I think there's something wrong with my OBS.
You'll thank me later. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, so it's not, there's nothing wrong with the live. It says the length of my current recording is only 46 minutes, but we've been playing this deck for an hour 15, and I know I started recording right after. Like, I didn't start recording as soon as we went live. We, like, sat and talked about the Open for, like, 10 minutes while people filed in. But it says my live time is an hour 36, and my recording time is 48 minutes.
Don't worry, I got this.
Weird. I'll have to take a second and check the recording after we're done. Alright, so let's bounce this. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and bounce this as well. Now, the issue with my timing thing has nothing to do with Twitch itself. It's definitely a local issue if there is one.
I've got time.
So, playing Sarkhan out doesn't really accomplish anything in the face of Sphinx of Foresight. Am I supposed to just shatter here? I could Sarkhan plus smack their Teferi with my Teferi. I think I like that.
Feel the heat of my flame. Are you ready?
If they have 5th land and then play some Cavaliers out, we're going to be in trouble. I mean, what's the non-aggressive line? What's the, like, Cavalier, Red Cavalier punishes playing Shatter here too. Like, playing Narset stops them from drawing with Cavaliers, but then I lose my Narset to a Sphinx attack. Bonecrusher's pretty bad. Brazen Borrower seems a little medium. This is kind of slow and clunky. I think Shatter's fine to leave in. Elspeth doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Let's try it. Let's try this. Wanderer 1-for-1s. Okay, yeah, Wanderer's probably better than the one Elspeth I left in. If this is a second white source, I think I'd keep it, but because it needs to draw a land to cast this, and I'm already on a 5-lander, I think that's not good enough. Sure. In. This is the last match with this deck, Kind Fiend. Also, the audio is mostly on the Twitch end. So one of the things that Twitch does to save bandwidth, or if you're having bandwidth issues, is it downscales your audio before it downscales your video. So a lot of the times you'll hear audio issues on the client side that aren't actually there on the stream. Or like the audio degrades that's not actually from the application or the stream. I'm gonna do this and just pass. I can dispute a Teferi, or I can flash in Brazen Borrower if they don't give me that. I'm gonna plus this so we can bounce anything they slip into play here. I want to dispute the Sphinx or the Teferi, either or. It's been really good, Titan. It's felt pretty reasonable. I think we'll just get Sarkhan and get to closing here, huh? Just hope to draw land. Wub, wub, wub. Bye, friend. Do 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 do. Listen, have you even really played Standard in the last year? If you haven't accidentally played a card that draws a bunch of cards into a Narset. Have you really played much Standard if you haven't done that? I don't have any reading suggestions. I think the last time I actually sat down and read a book was during undergrad. It's been a while. I think struggling versus blue-white is fine in... I think struggling versus blue-white is fine in Historic Percy. Lead on this. And I think I'm gonna have Teferi bounce this. Am I gonna have Teferi bounce that? Maybe I'm not. I guess if I don't have Teferi bounce it, they can Sarkhan me next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce it so they can't Sarkhan me next turn. They're having a good time in the basement this morning, chat. Yikes. This is a pretty stock sideboard plan, Marty, if you haven't kept up with Standard.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
I don't know, this matchup seems hard. I think this matchup's hard for control decks, regardless. Like, it's very easy to say, hey, you should leave your Clarions in when they draw their sideboard cards, but, like, there's gonna be post-board games where, like, they don't draw those sideboard cards. If anything, I should have left the Bonecrusher Giants in. I think leaving in Clarion's a pretty big mistake. I think, if anything, if you want to hedge that style of game, more Shatter the Skies is something you should have, because Shatter the Sky is a card that deals with their Cavaliers and Dream Trawlers and also deals with that board plan. I think the appropriate response is I should have Bonecrusher Giant in my deck still, which I did not. I know this card looks really appealing, but Bonecrusher Giant's a card that deals with that sideboard plan that they executed there, but also has way more text when they don't draw those specific cards. Overall, this deck felt very reasonable. Like I've said, a lot. I feel like a broken record almost. If you're playing Standard, you should be Brazen Borrowing and Teferiing people, or probably Ember Cleaving people. You should be tempoing people or comboing people in this format. It feels like those are your two options. And I think if you're doing either of those things, or you have a deck that you enjoy that does either of those things, you're going to have a pretty good time in general. All right, at any rate, that's going to wrap up our Standard portion for today. Today's an all arena stream, so we are going to roll on into some Historic up next here. We are going to kick things off with some Sultai control to start. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while I get things flipped over. We'll be back in just a few minutes with some Sultai. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Don't go anywhere.